What's up, guys? This little story time comes from when I was, I want to say, a sophomore, maybe early junior year of high school, and you can read the title, obviously, and you should know what it's about. But just give a little backstory here. So, I was going to school, and like my whole friend group was basically just like a bunch of fucking degenerate, damn stoners, to say it how it is. You know what I mean? And one day, we're all talking. I really hadn't like made real good friends with anybody yet because I just came back to the school from being on going to a different school, and I come back and I'm hanging out with a whole new different crowd than I was the first time. Now I'm a pothead. Well, then I wasn't, and I start hanging out with this dude. We're just gonna call him Steve, right? And then I also started hanging out with this other dude named Jonathan, for example. We're not gonna use their real names. And Steve and Jonathan were pretty cool for the most part. Like I only hung out with them at school, and nothing really crazy happened at school. But one day we were just walking around, and I was like, dude, like, because they already talked about smoking and all this stuff. And I was like, hey, do y'all want to come to my house this weekend and we can smoke, like, you know what I mean, and just chill and play video games. I have a pond we can fish at and all this stuff. And both of them were like, no, actually. Steve was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm down. I'm down. Like, hell yeah, let's do this." And I was like, "Tight, bro." So it was probably Thursday at this time. So I waited a day or two, and I was on my way to pick my boy Steve up, and he was like, "Hey, is it cool if my buddy Jonathan comes along? He's kind of at my house right now." And I was like, I don't know him like that. I mean, he's cool. We talked to him, but like, sure, that's fine, no big deal." And apparently, he smoked like that too. Our whole like table kind of did, and so I go get both of them, and we drive back to my house, and we're just chilling, and nothing really crazy happens. But until I pull out my bong. And when I had this bong, it was about a 2 foot bong, big old beaker, just like a big bong. Most high schoolers did not have a bong like this, and to be completely honest. And I also had, after that, I went and got my ex when this was all going down because she wanted to come over that weekend or whatever, whatnot, just regular shit. And so it was all three of us, we were in my room, we were having a little smoke sesh and just chilling. And well, me and her were at least. Jonathan and Steve were kind of just like chilling there. You know what I mean? They're like, I was like, here, like, y'all ain't hit nothing or nothing. Like, yo, come on. You know what I mean? And I wasn't like peer pressuring them or anything by any means, but they're like, all right, yeah, I'll do it. Steve was the first one to say anything, so he took the bong and he didn't know how to pull the fucking bowl or nothing, so I had to do it for him, which is crazy. I didn't even know that was a fucking thing. I've never had someone do that for me. Either way, I pulled the bowl for him, and he still left it all milked up in the fucking glass. And I was like, damn, okay. I just finished it for him, no homo. That's wild to say, but still. And uh, shortly after that, Jonathan, he was like, yeah, I'll hit it, no big deal. So I was like, all right, cool. And let me mind you, all right, at this time, your boy was smoking that gas. Your boy was not just cheaping out on some booth weed. So I didn't know this at the time, but they were only smoking straight Reginald, straight fucking doo doo stank. You know what I'm saying? That Buster Douglas, if you will. Not good shit, like brick weed. You know what I mean? I didn't know none of this, but either way, we were smoking, right? And they both just took one hit of my bong. Jonathan did not know how to clear the bong either. I had to pull the bowl. I felt like I was teaching like little kids how to fucking smoke, which is crazy because they're not. They're the same age as me. One of them was even older than me. And needless to say, we're just chilling at that point. Probably 5, 10 minutes goes down. Me and my ex are still handing the bowl back and forth, doing whatnot, and all of a sudden, my boy Steve, he gets up, he's like, dude, I gotta go to the bathroom. I was like, cool, whatever, no big deal. He goes to the bathroom, and at this point, we migrated into the living room. We're just chilling watching TV or fucking off, like making some grilled cheeses or some bullshit stoner snack, right? And out of nowhere, my boy Jonathan, he's just sitting on my recliner, and he's like, dude, I'm about to throw up. I was like, what? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, dude, I'm about to throw up, and he gets up, and he's a big boy. Let me mind you, I didn't even mention this. He's a big boy. He was probably 280. You know what I mean? He's a big dude. And not exactly vertically, but horizontally, if you know what I mean. And he gets up, he starts running to my trash can, and he throws up right in front of my trash can and all along the side of my trash can. I was like, holy shit, dude. Like, of course this would happen to me. Needless to say, which is my ex, she handled the whole thing. She cleaned it all up. She was being a trooper, because I didn't want to have to deal with this shit. She cleaned it all up, got it all back to normal. And he was like, yeah, man, I just don't feel good. Could you take me home? I was like, all right, cool. So And it had been like 30 minutes now that my boy Steve had been in the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom and I was like, yo, bro, like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? He's like, dude, I'm all right, man. Just, you're good. And I was like, all right, well, I got to take Jonathan home. He threw up. Like, I'll be back in 15 minutes, no big deal. He's like, all right, you're good. So I was like, all right, I wasn't thinking much of it. Hindsight should have, because, I mean, shit. But I take him home real quick. Uh, I left my ex at the house just so she can uh, take care of the mess and all that shit. And I come back. He was just, when I dropped Jonathan off, he was just like sluggish walking up to his damn door. Like, I don't know. He was fucked up. Yeah, boy turned green. You know what I'm saying? And either way, I got back to my house, just walked in, and your boy fucking Steve was still in the bathroom. I was like, bro, what is going on? Like, and I started second guessing myself for a second. I was like, was there something wrong with the weed? I was like, there's no way I've been buying from the same dude for years. I'm not any more high than I've ever been off anybody else's weed. So like, what the fuck is going on, right? And finally, he'd probably been in there for an hour, maybe even a little longer. He comes out of the bathroom, and I could see he just like a little clammy, He was a real skinny, scrawny dude. And I was like, "You good, bro?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm good, I'm good." He wasn't really talking much, but I could get that out of him. And I was like, "Hey, how about we just go on a walk?" I told my ex just stay in the room, stay in the crib, and we just went on a walk through my pasture down to my pond. And we're walking, we're bullshitting, and he's like, "Hold on." I look over, he's on his knees and hands, just fucking yakking, dude. Like, I felt so bad, and he is fucked up. He's fucking green, dude. And it takes a lot for a Hispanic dude to turn green. But yeah, he was feeling it for sure. And I just kind of didn't know what to do. I was kind of just standing there awkwardly because, like, what the fuck? But finally he gets up, and I was like, bro, let me just take you home. Like, you ain't got to ask. I'll take you home. It's no big deal. He's like, dude, no, it's okay. I was like, nah, bro. Like, I know, like, how you feel. His parents were cool with it. So I was like, let me just take you home. So I just took him home, and I came back and continue smoking fucking weed because there's nothing wrong with that butt. I mean, they were just lightweights. I didn't know that at the time until like after we smoked, obviously. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have probably smoked with them at all because, like, I'm not trying to do that to some folk. But needless to say, I had never smoked with them again, and they never smoked with me again. I don't know what they thought. Like, what the fuck? They're just super lightweights. Is all I can guess. I've seen them smoke with other people, but they're like one hit quitters. You know what I mean? They aren't smoking like that, like I was back then. But I guess that's pretty much it. I appreciate y'all. Y'all like, subscribe, all that bullshit if y'all want. If not, it's cool. But I appreciate y'all watching. Later.
I came in the eye, yeah. She thought she had pink eye, fuck. Pussy like grilled